Hey kids, today we're talking about the basics behind fluid mechanics. Now, this concept is used every single day in applications such as the distribution of water into our sewage, the flight of aeroplane patterns, and most importantly of all, shotgunning. So we have our first opening here, which we can call our point of entry 1. Traditionally with a shotgun, we have a second hole here. We can consider these two different valves in accordance with Bernoulli's equation. Now, that is the pressure, the kinetic energy term, and the gravitational potential energy term. These all have to equal the second point of entry as well. Now, that can easily be described just with the exact same terms with different subscripts of the second point of entry. Now, this describes the conservation of energy in the context of fluid mechanics. Upon cracking a second hole within a container of fluid, what has an equilibrium of pressure in accordance with the ideal gas law? Having a hole here allows moles of air to enter the top of the container and reach atmospheric pressure, as pressure is proportional to the number of moles. With both of these being the same, that gets rid of these pressure terms. Both of them are now exposed to the atmosphere. Air can rush into both points of entry, and for that reason, all the pressures remain the same. Now, if we take this to be 0, this term also gets removed. At that point in time, all we really have is the difference in height. This essentially corresponds to a velocity term squared being proportional to the difference in height. Without pressure terms getting in the way, you can actually maximize this velocity at this point in time.
With only one opening, a gurgling sound followed by a stream of bubbles of air are evident of a vacuum chamber existing at the top of the bottle from which a fluid flows. According to Bernoulli's equation, this hinders the optimal velocity of flow. With two openings, an equilibrium of pressure exists between two valves, allowing the difference in gravitational potential energy from the difference in height to drive a greater velocity.
And so with a second opening, optimal chugging may be accomplished. It's physics! What do you think, boys?
Science rules!